Om Sadashivasamarampham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. So any questions, doubts, or shall we go ahead?
We got a different clarification from Swamini on Bahir Samadhi by making us do it.
Oh, very good. Nice. Okay. Now, in the next couple of verses, he's doing a small comparison in terms of how the wise person and the ignorant person relates to the body and the world. Because how do you know somebody is a wise person? You'll never know. You will never know. Yeah. If I were to meet you in a shirt and pants somewhere outside, and we chat and have a cup of coffee together, I'll be as normal as anybody else. Why? Puja Swamiji would be as normal as anybody else. Yeah. You know, those of you who have not met Puja Swamiji, when you look at him, it seems very traditional and things like that. That's just the dress. I was very progressive man. Yeah. So, how do you know the difference? So, he's giving you certain indications. Okay, in terms of how you relate to your body, how you relate to the world. This is for benchmarking for yourself. How do you look at it? Yeah. Now he says, Dehatma bhave nya jadau samano ekasya dehe hrididipta atma akramya deham cha jagatcha purnaha parasya menam tanumatramatma dehatma bhave, taking the deha as atma bhava. Nya jadau samanaha, the jnaha, the wise person who knows, jadaha, the ignorant person. The same. Hunger and thirst is felt by everyone. Everyone has to eat. Everyone has to sleep. Yeah. It doesn't change just because you have wisdom. Only language changes sometimes. Mahatma Samadhi mein hai after lunch. But in that you are the same, he says. Then what is the difference? Oh, those of you are Brahma Sutra students, Pashwadibhischa Avisheshat. Okay, remember that. Nya jada samanaha. Then he says, Ekasya dehi hrididipta atma. For one person, the wise Nyaha, the first one, Hridi Deeptam Atma. He knows what he is. The Atma Surupam he knows. Therefore, he says, Akramya Deham cha Jagatcha Purnam. So his sense of I is what? Deham Akramya, crossing over that. Jagatcha Purnam. He takes himself as the basis of the whole creation. Yeah, Jagatcha Purnam. As far as taking care of the body, both are same. Then what is the difference? Hridi Deeptam Atma is that Atma Jnanam is there. But the whole world is non-different from me. Whereas the other person, Parasya Meyam Tanumatram Atma. For the other person, Tanumatram Atma. Atma extends only up to the body. Okay. That's the only difference, he says. Huge difference. Okay. Huge difference. Okay. The ignorant restricts himself up to the body. The wise person, for all functioning purposes, restricts himself to the body. Okay. I can't say your body is mine, my body is you. Sometimes I wish I could say that. Hey, why don't you eat and come for me? As a work things will be easier. No? You eat for me, you sleep for me, then I am fine. It doesn't work like that. So functionally, you limit yourself to the body. The ignorant person, the wise person. In understanding what? Okay. Jagasya adhishtanam. Okay. Hrudidipta atma. Akramya deham jagatcha purnam. He fills up the whole world. The consciousness I fills up the whole world. The other person restricts himself to the body. I stops here. The world begins where my nose ends. And for some of us, where our stomach ends. Itna hi farak hai. Yeah. Simple verse, but very straight to the heart of the issue. Nothing much to be explained, right? Okay. Then the world. Okay. Body taken care of. Now the world. Ajnasya vijnasya vishwamasti. Purvasya drishyam jagadeva satyam. Parasya drishyashraya bhutam ekam. Satyam prapurnam prabhivati rupam. Ajnasya vijnasya. For the ajnaha, ignorant. Vijnaha, the one who knows. Okay. Vishwamasti. Nobody denies the world. I pervade the whole universe. Why do I need a door? I can walk through the wall. Doesn't happen. I also the wise person also has to use the door and open and go through. No? But it is mithya. Yeah, mithya. So who said my opening is satyam? Karma, which is based on a mithya body, does it become satyam? No, no. Okay, so going too fast, let me slow down. There was this king. And in the king's court in those days, they are all scholars. And all shades of opinion scholars were there, from Charvaka to the Advaitin. Charvaka philosophy is khao piyo maja karo. Eat and be merry, that's all. And the Advaitin. But the king leaned a little bit towards the Advaita. That's personal preference. As king, he will treat all of them the same. Same law, same this thing. Okay. No reservations, nothing. Everyone is treated the same. But personally, he leaned towards Advaita. So the king went hunting. And the king goes, the retinue follows, court follows. So the king and the Advaita Guru are both riding. Okay. Suddenly, Mad Tusker, who sees it first? Advaita Guru. He wheels his horse, the king also wheels his horse, both of them withdraw. The soldiers go and drive it away. Then the Advaita Guru goes and tells him, Dekha, if it is mithya, why did he run? Why did he turn his horse and flee? It's mithya, na? Elephant is mithya. So the man turns around and says, who said my running is not mithya? Ajnasya vijnasya vishwamasti. World exists for both. So in a function, you have to obey all the regulations. Yeah. Okay. Nowadays, even more. All tax regulations also you have to follow. Charity commissioner rules. Sometimes I wish instead of a trust, I had started a company. It would have been easier. Yeah. Not really true. I know. Purvasya drishyam. Purvasya, for the first one, Ajnaha. Drishyam jagadeva satyam. The world is real. Drishyam jagat, the world that he sees, is real. Yeah. No person, try, go and tell a person, this world that you see, nahi hai, not real. You should be sent to Thana, the mental hospital. Jagadeva Satyam, Drishyam Jagadeva Satyam. Parasya Drishya Ashray Bhutamekam. For the wise person, what is it? Drishyam Ashrayam. The substratum of it. On what it is based, the content of it. Drishya Ashrayam. Ekam Bhutam. One existence. That is Satyam. Prapurnaha. Always full. Prabhivati Arupam. It exists without any names and forms. Names and forms comes and go. In itself, there is no name and form. So what is the difference? You recognize the reality behind the world. The wise person recognizes the reality behind the world. And the world is Namarupa, names and forms. It all resolves into one existence consciousness. Whereas the ignorant person takes the world as real. Yeah. And you always wonder at it. See, even if you take it as real, you'll always wonder and question. Huh? Because some experiences of yours will start shaking your conclusions. For years, people are believing flat earth. Why did it change? Why did you even start inquiring into it? Tell me. Think of the characters there in medieval Europe. In India, the Upanishads, Maitreyi Yajnavalkya dialogue describes Bhugolam. Yeah, the Upanishad describes it as a round ball. Here, but in medieval Europe. But why did they question it? Why do they question? Because some experiences could not be explained by flat earth. Why, if the earth was flat and a ship is coming, why do you see the top sail first? Why not the whole ship? You see the top sails first. Then the whole ship comes. Why? That's wrong. If it is flat, I should see the whole thing. Small, but I should see the whole thing. No? Correct? So some experience like this wouldn't fit in. So you started questioning. Everyone wonders at the world. Some become poets. Some become theoretical physicists. That's only a difference. And some of us become some of us. Yeah. So he says, this is it. The wise person understands the reality behind it. The otherwise, take whatever you see. The world is full of the unknown and unknowable. You do what you have to do and get away. Sounds a nice philosophy. Yeah. You're not meant to know everything. Yeah. So go do live like the other people. Get married, have children, leave something for them, and then the time comes. अब तो बिल्कुल बूढ़ा हूँ, गोली खाकर जीता हूँ. I'm old man now. I'm living on my tablets. After that, time to quit. Then what? पता नहीं. But I've seen this. I knew this guy, management consultant, very well known. He used to go to all the way to Germany to conduct workshops. Imagine an Indian going to Germany to conduct workshops. He is very dismissive of religion and everything. Okay, he is now nearing 80, around 80. He and his wife regularly go to the church every day, morning and evening. Abhi kya ho gaya? You are dismissive of the whole thing when you were in charge. You thought you were in charge. Because what did you depend upon? Your body and mind. Yeah. Because that's what you're taken as real. No? And suddenly you find that that is very shaky foundation to be. Yeah. Yeah. However much you keep fit as you compromise. Yeah. I didn't even know that Murugan temple was at a height. Really. I mean, I knew Yesterday when I went up there, why am I breathing a bit hard? This climb, I should not even be breathing hard. But now you're breathing hard. अब तो बिल्कुल बूढ़ा नहीं हो गया, लेकिन बूढ़ा हो गया. I said, no, I have to get back into my fitness. Next time I come, I won't breathe hard. But most probably by the time you leave from here, I won't be breathing hard. But what I'm trying to say is, it's shaky foundation. And if you take yourself in the previous verse, yourself as real, then you take the world as real. The wise person doesn't take the body as real, nor the world as real. The underlying consciousness is the reality. That is what he's saying here. Bhutam ekam satyam, prapurnam, all full and complete always. Prabhivati, arupam, itself free from all rupas. Yes, sir.
Swamiji, what happens if you take the world as real and yourself as real? What are the negative consequences?
You cannot take I, the Atma, as real and the world as real, because they'll create a dichotomy there, a duality there. You will never be able to take yourself as real unless you dismiss the world as mithya. Because the world, in fact, that is a problem for many people. To understand I am awareness, fine. But I am limitless awareness, that is where the problem comes from. Why? Because the world appears real. So the mithyatvam of the world is necessary. Otherwise, it's like saying, hey, the rope is real, the snake is also real. Huh? Really? Where is my stick? You can't understand the rope is real unless you take the snake as mithya. Na? The same way here, you can't understand I reality fully, completely. You start by understanding your consciousness. But the limitlessness will come only when you understand world as mithya. Otherwise, it will be incomplete. Yeah. You will say it's real, I am real, but the real will be something like sitting around for a long time. You know? Yeah. It will not be limitlessness. And if it is not limitless, it cannot be timeless also. If you're conditioned by space, you get conditioned by time. If you get conditioned by time, automatically you get conditioned by space also. Because time-space continuum is one. Thanks to Stephen Hawking. I'd advise all of you to read at least up to the second chapter of Brief History of Time. Unless you have a physics background, more than that is difficult. But if you have a physics background, first two chapters you'll be able to, even if you don't have, first two chapters you can read and understand how time and space are one and the same. That's why in the Shastra, when they mentioned space, they didn't mention time. When they mentioned time, they didn't mention space. It's only when Vaisheshikas came, they mentioned both. They are the theoretical physicists, much later than the Upanishads. Much later than the Upanishads is about more than 3,000 years, okay? Nyaya Vaisheshika, in fact more, almost 5. Yeah. The oldest will be the Charvakas. Khao piyo maja karo. That is normal. Everyone wants that work. Yeah. Anyway, that apart, okay? Prabhivati arupam. All right. What about karma then? This karma phala hai ke nahi hai? If I'm jiva, then karma. But if I'm consciousness, also karma phala, because I see wise people suffering. Yeah. Got a leg injury, why? Sade Sati, Edare Shani. Sade Sati, Ed Shani, also you will get some leg injuries. Hi, normal. Prarabdha working. It is not Saturn that is causing it to you. Saturn is revealing, hey, this period, all your negative karma is going to come up through a lot of challenges. So you better be forewarned. Do some prayaschitta karma. Light an oil lamp for Shani. Do Nilanjanam. Do the japa. That's all prayaschitta karma to take care of your prarabdha. So it affects everyone. I remember during my Sade Sati, I'm crossing the road early morning. I see in this side. no traffic at all. Just double check on the left, though someone can break the law. I'm going to my early morning class on Sunday. Then look back right. I can see 100 yards. I don't see anything there. It's rainy season. Then I have an umbrella and I'm crossing the road. Five steps I've taken. Suddenly something warned me. I'm hard of hearing, but this things I will hear. I took 3 steps backwards, and a huge Volvo bus went exactly where I was. Bach gaya. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Next week, on a weekday, kids on the road. School bus has the driver signaling brakes now on, brakes, he's shouting brakes, brakes. And there's a kid right there in this thing. I think I can stand doing nothing. Bus is coming onto that. I can't. I'm not a person, my value structure will not allow me to stand doing nothing. So I swept in, picked up the kid, twirled myself out, and the bus nicked my kurta. The bumper of the bus made a small hole in my kurta, that narrow escape. So thank you, Lord. So Shani decided, this character is too alert. He has to face this karma, but the character is too alert. So I got up from sleep, threw on my blanket, bed sheet, can't put my leg on the ground. My God, I'm limping. I just slept and got up. Previous week, I have not even worked out heavily. I've been very light in my workout. I'm limping, brushing my teeth, limping, making a cup of tea for myself. I said, what is wrong? I said, this looks serious. I rang up my doctor. Doctor, this is my. Says, can you come here? Okay, I'll come. I'll see you before I start my practice. This is at 7:30 in the morning. So I climbed down. There's no lift in that building. It was before redevelopment. One step at a time. 2 floors. The doctor is only 200 yards from my place. I took a rick. Rickshaw drivers are laughing. Sab, iske liye, you're taking a rick. I walk all over Chembur for mines. You have ligament tear. I started laughing. Says, I'm telling you, you have ligament tear and you're laughing. I said, yeah, Shani got me in my sleep. Karma, you have to go through, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. Swami Chinmayanji got a heart attack. Swamiji, how can you get a heart attack? All my life, my sadhana was to expand my heart. No, physically also it has happened. That is the difference. We can joke about it. Okay. So, videhe prayatnasya cha kopi vadaha. Fate is strong. No, my self-effort is strong. Why are you having all this discussion? You know, in my camps and classes, I have banned questions on karma unless you are a newcomer. If you are a newcomer, you are allowed to ask questions on karma. If you are not a newcomer, don't ask questions on karma. I have said enough. Then he says, Kopi vadaha. Tayor dvayoho moolam janatam syat. Understand the source of both of them. What is the source of karma? You as a karta. You as a karta is what? The jiva. Karma phala comes from where? Ishvara's order, isn't it? Okay. I understand the moolam, no? No. Videhe prayatnasya cha moola vastu. What's the truth of you, the karta? One consciousness. And the karma phala data? One consciousness. Why are you wasting your time on karma? Understand the consciousness. Moola vastu. Understand that. Moola vastu. Sanjanatam naiva vidherna yatna. If you know that, there is neither vidhi nor yatnaha. Neither karma phala nor karma. Why? Aham akarta bhokta. All pervading consciousness, can you do anything? Your limitless consciousness, can you do anything? So consciousness is not the karta. Ahankara is a karta. So let the ahankara have karma phala. Let the body have karma phala. You laugh at it. You enjoy it. You can't even enjoy because you are not bhokta. Bhokta means the one who receives karma phala. You are neither karta nor bhokta. Oh, Ishvara is karta. Ishvara is not karta bhokta. Don't blame Ishvara for what you have done as ahankara. Ishvara is also nothing but consciousness. Akarta abhokta. You are also nothing but consciousness, akarta abhokta. Where is prarabdha? Where is purushartha, etc.? Where is vidhi, fate? Where is yatnam? Both are not there. Functionally, it is there. Reality, it is not there. In the beginning, it's good to look at it like that. Actually, you should be able to look at it and say it's not there. Functionally, okay. Go to the temple. Yeah. I went to the puja today morning. When I surrendered to him was long back, okay? After that, I don't feel that. Today I felt, chalo, theek hai. I'm walking in with a cap to the thing. Pagdi utar do. Pagdi utar. When a warrior takes off his headgear and puts it at the feet of the Lord, that is sense of surrender, okay? Bhava came up, do it. Nahi hai, mat karo. Not there, not there. Neither you are the consciousness which cannot do anything, cannot receive anything. Then what are you talking about all this? The function level, thoda. All these things happen. No, look at it. Now I'm looking from the other way around. Ramana is looking from the consciousness part. Now let me look at it from this thing. As a student, you're going into all that. So there's karma phalam. So certain things you have done wrong. You do some prayashchitta for it. All that you will do. You will deal with your mind. Two things minimum you will have to deal with. One is guilt with what you did or did not do. We are human beings. So there's always some guilt with respect to what I have done or not done. And some pain. Some pain with what others did to me or did not do to me. I love that idiot so much and look at what he has done to me. He's not done anything. That's the thing. He should have responded. He didn't. Or I loved him so much and he betrayed me. Pain. So her guilt and pain. If you're a human being, it is natural. So some prayashchitta, some psychological resolution is necessary. Some of you have gone through my grief recovery workshop. Because you need to deal with that. It's a process, psychologically. When is the final freedom? Psychological process remains psychological process. They are finite in nature. Final freedom is what? Akarta, bhokta. Conscious, I can't do anything anyway. What guilt is there? What guilt is there? Someone asked me, Swamiji, do you remember the faces of the person you killed? You're a soldier. Some of them, yeah. Guilt? What guilt? Jiva level, swadharma. Jiva level, swadharma. Consciousness level, akarta. Final freedom. Final freedom. It is not that killing somebody doesn't change you, it changes you. You are not the same after you killed someone. Whether it's a soldier or whether it is a criminal, you are not the same after that. Especially if the killing has been close quarters, not high altitude bombing. Close quarters. So that guilt you'll have to work on. Similarly, pain. Somebody betrayed you, somebody let you down. Yeah. Then what? Psychologically process it. That's samadhama. The psychological process is samadhama. Part of samadhama. Process it. Final freedom. And the consciousness, nothing can touch me. That is where you get the final freedom. To get the final freedom, you need to have the relative freedom. You can say, Swamiji, that's what I want. Freedom from hurt and guilt. I'll study Vedanta directly. Then why is the Upanishad talking about adhikaritvam? Relative freedom. only then absolute freedom. Your mind cannot take it otherwise. I'll say you are Ananda and it will come filtered through your grief. I'm sorry, Ananda. I'm unhappy, Ananda. I'm not making light of the pain and the guilt you've gone through, but I'm trying to make you understand what is necessary to be done. If the teaching is traditional, even with your hurt and pain and guilt, you will get insights into it because the teaching is traditional. But if you have to make it your own, you have to work on it psychologically. Okay, do both. Yeah. Don't say, now I have come to Vedanta, I don't need all that. I have a student. She's been with me for 30 years, more than 30 years now. Understanding everything excellent. It's not been a fact of her life. The only reason is because she lost a child and she has not dealt with that grief. Which it happened so long ago. First it was, I was too fresh, I can't handle it. I said, okay, I'll wait. I will put you through the grief recovery process. I will wait. I'm a patient man. Though it doesn't look like when you see me, I'm a patient man. But I am. I'll wait. So next anniversary, Amma, ready to deal with it? No, not yet, not yet. I want this person, I want to sit down and do it with him. That person is not in the city. Then where are you going to get the time? And he's running a business. So where is he going to get the time? I'm telling you, that person would have been rooted in the truth. Understanding is so good. But what is preventing is refusal to deal with it. And after some time, okay, it's so long now. I don't want to deal with it now. But I can see it is there. Yeah. Yeah. There are certain signs to look for. You see it. That this is not a grief recovery workshop. What I'm trying to say is, if any of us have gone through that, we need to deal with it. This will give you the final freedom. Neither fate is there nor yatnam is there. Ama akrata abhokta. Fine. Fate, let it happen. So what does a sadhu do? If a sadhu is not working in society, prarabdhaya arpitam swavapuhu. Your body, offer to prarabdha. Let prarabdha take care. If your prarabdha is to eat, you will eat. If your prarabdha is not to fast today, just fast. All of us have gone through that. I mean, those who have lived like bhikshus. There are days you don't get food. That day is Ekadashi for you. You don't eat. Sadhus don't maintain separate Ekadashi and things like that. जिस दिन खाना मिला भंडारा feast, नहीं मिला एकादशी. That's it. कंबल है ठीक है, ठंड से थोड़ा बच जाएगा. नहीं है ठंड में रह जाओ. Yes sir. Yeah.
A lot of new Advaita teachers use this word, and also Bhagavan's teaching when his mother came to see him, saying that whatever is fated to happen will happen.
Yeah.
It is best to keep quiet.
Yeah.
But they say then all your effort is also.
If you're at Bhagavan's level, say that. If you are not at Bhagavan's level, do what? See, I did a full-time course, stayed in Rishikesh for 6-7 years as a literal sadhu. Okay? Living on Bhiksha, all that I'm describing, I have done. Otherwise, I don't have the right to talk about it. If I don't done it, what right do I have to talk about it? So I've done that. Then my parents were getting old. Swamiji said, go down and teach. This is your only son. Go down to Bombay and teach. So in Bombay, nobody can give you a flat in Bombay. Can anyone give you a flat in Bombay? Even those days, it was 1 crore. Now it is 3 crores. That time it was 1 crore. Nobody can give you a flat. So you have to stay with somebody or the other. So I stayed with my parents. I had an independent room. So I stayed. And I told them, I'm available for you for all emergencies. If you want to go to a wedding, don't ask me to come for a wedding with you. Oh, you'll go. Yeah. That time Ola, Uber, etc. was not there. But I knew someone who was a local taxi driver. I told him, he had this thing. आपको आके बोलेगा एक दिन पहला, I'll tell you one day earlier, you come and pick up my parents at this time and go. He would do that. But medical emergencies, this, that. Of course, I'll be there. I'll take care. Why? Does Vyavahara change? Vyavahara doesn't change. You take care. If someone from the class falls ill, will I not take care? Of course, I'll take care. So why can't I take care of my own parents like that? Take care. Yeah. What difference does that make? Look at this. When you are, this is one thing to understand very much for all of us who are students of Vedanta. If you discover your Ananda, how will you relate to somebody else? Asangoham, I will have no contact with anybody. Is that how you relate? You are Ananda, full of joy, happiness, fulfillment. Ananda in a relationship is nothing but love. Unconditional, accepting, non-demanding. Then the object of love requires some help. Of course, it'll be there. It requires some confrontation. Of course, it'll be there. It requires some counseling help. If you have the skills, of course, it'll be there. It requires some friendship. Of course, it'll be there. Because Ananda is manifesting in all these ways. What's the problem? I don't see any problem. It's only when you're shaky about yourself and your Atmajnanam, you say, no, I should not do this, I should not do that. You'll make 365 rules to deal with the Mithya world. That's like me telling you, you know the snake that you see on the rope? It is Mithya. But be careful. Mithya, why should I be careful? World is Mithya, samsara is Mithya. Be very careful about it. Huh? Mithya, what do you have to be careful? Yeah. Are you getting the idea? Somebody hates you. The person's problem, you are poor guy. You will see that he doesn't attack you, that's all. Yeah. Hates you. Somebody loves you. Accept it. That's it. Fine, let it be. That's why I like that Drishti Dana. So beautiful it is said. Of course, symbolic. Nobody is going to take out the eye and put it there. It's symbolic, but it's nice. Yeah. Somebody is jealous of you. Jealous of a sadhu? How can you be jealous of a sadhu? But people are, I'm telling you. Got such freedom, yaar. Be compassionate. If he's doing something, protect yourself because you don't want to get into unnecessary troubles. So, all Ajnasya Vijnasya Jagadasti. One takes it as Satyam, other takes it as Mithya, that's all. So, you'll do everything. Yeah. So, yeah. Everyone is in a hurry to take sannyasa. I waited until my father was no more. I was offered it in 83. I took it in 2003. Because I am the 76 batch. So 83, 84 is when my batchmate, he knows Siddha Bodhananda, Shuddha Bodhananda, and took it at that time. Yeah, I could have taken it at that time. Swamiji said, wait. Okay, I'll wait. What's the big deal? Plus, I was in the second line of defense. So, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't make a difference. It's Mithya, it doesn't make a difference. Don't take it as Satyam and have 101 rules for it. Even as a student of Vedanta, don't get rigid and rule bound. That's what happens, I see, and happening to a lot of students of Vedanta. Follow principles. Rules come from principles. Follow the principle. Then you will know how to apply it as and when necessary. Dharma is principles, not rules and regulations. That's what I like best about the American Constitution. Only principles. Then it keeps changing as and when necessary. Whereas our Constitution in 75 years had to be amended 98 times or something like that. I'm not sure how many times exactly. Any lawyer around, you will know. Yeah, because patchwork, too rule oriented. Whereas dharma, whether it was Manu or Parashara, Kali Yuga don't follow Manu, it's Parashara. All principle oriented, not rule based. Later on, they made it rule based. Principles, follow principles. Don't get stuck to rules and regulations, except traffic rules, etc. But that also comes out of the principle of safety, na? Of all of you follow one thing. Here, left is right. In America, US, right is right, not left is right. Left is not right. UK also left is right. So what does it follow? Principle of safety, isn't it? Yeah. So follow principles, you're fine. Don't be rule based. Our tragedy is when we become spiritual, so-called spiritual. From the Vedanta, we have 365 rules. No. Follow principles. Dharma is principles. Follow that. So that will be followed for a wise man also. Though the wise person is, really speaking, free from dharma and adharma. He's not bound by dharma or dharma. Anyatra dharman, anyatra dharman, anyatra krita akrita. Kathopanishad. Yeah. So that's what the Atma is. That's what's your. But you still follow some. Nothing. Why? Don't create a disturbance in the society. Plus, you have to deal with the world, deal with it. Okay? That's what he is saying here. Okay?
Religions have a lot of rules.
Huh?
Religions have a lot of rules.
Religion has rules, yes. Religion is meant for the masses. So it is good for the masses to have some rules and regulations. But once you're evolving and you're understanding better, be more principle based. Be more principle based.
Swamiji, one thing.
Yeah?
We are discussing all this as Advaita.
Yeah.
But there are so many darshanas in our Hindu.
All Dvaita darshanas. All of them are Dvaita. All of them deal with the Mithya world. Yeah. All of them deal with the Mithya world. All the darshanas.
So if you say Neo-Advaita or whatever it be.
What? No, Sankhya, Yoga, Vaisheshika, Nyaya, all Dvaitas. They're all Dvaita schools. Therefore, all of them are in the field of Mithya. But there is an attempt to know the truth. There is an attempt. Yeah. So as I said, Nyaya Vaisheshika is theoretical physicists. If you misunderstand Vedanta, you will get Sankhya. If you misunderstand Vedanta, you will end up in Sankhya. Yeah, so those are the things that are happening. Okay, yeah. Therefore, Videya Pratna se Mula Vastu Swajanatam Naiva Videya Nakam Yatna. Neither Prarabdha nor Purushartha. Yeah.
So also yoga is one.
Now, yoga is a very nice thing. In the sense, in the beginning, yoga was connected with Vedanta. Because there are 30 Yoga Upanishads. I have some of them. The 2 volumes are available of 112 Upanishads. 30 of them are Yoga Upanishads.
The word is self.
Yeah. So they deal with the whole Ashtanga. Yoga was a preparation for understanding Vedanta. Chitta Vritti Nirodha, mastery of the mind. With that mastered mind, you understand Vedanta. It worked perfectly. But you know what? When unprepared students came to Vedanta, and everything is Mithya, why should I bother about this? Why should I bother? You won't find Vedantans very, students I'm talking, forget teachers, don't put them into the role. The students also, Mithya, why do it? So then they won't take the yoga practice seriously, because if you really have to be serious about asana, from yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, you have to be very committed. So if you take the world as Mithya, you won't get very committed. So they shifted it from yoga and put Sankhya in the place. Take it as real. If you take it as real, you will take it seriously. That's how the shift came. Whether it was deliberate, unconscious, I don't know. But that shift came later. Yeah. Because the source is Lord Shiva. That source I will say in the satsang, how the source, etc. came. What is the source for the whole thing? How? Everyone says Adi Yogi, Adi Yogi. But what made him like that? What made it like that? Evening satsang remind me. Okay. Yeah. All right. For those of us who get vision of the Lord, etc., next verse is meant for them. Very important verse. Yad ishutur vikshanam ikshitaram aviksha tan atmani kikshanam syat tan manasikam ikshanam syat na drishtur anya paramohitasya Viksha swamule praviliya nishta. Yad ishituhu vikshanam. Ikshataram. Okay. You got a vision of the Lord. Your guru came to you. The Lord came to you. What does Ramana say about that? Okay. Tan manasika ikshanam syad. If it is without understanding yourself, it is nothing but a mental projection. I'm not saying it. Ramana is saying it. It is nothing but your mental projection, he says. So only but I got insights. Intuition is known. It's not a pramana, but it is known. Why? In that ikshanam, you left yourself outside. But Swamiji, I didn't leave myself outside. I felt the energy. The energy is you. You're saying prana is yourself or what? Swamiji, I felt blessed. Good. That's good. Feel blessed. Achha hai. So you feel blessed. What changed? You still that finite idiot, na? Are you not still that finite idiot? Are you suddenly become infinite consciousness? No, you're still that finite idiot. Now, either you feel humbled, God came down, or you feel arrogant, God came down. One of the two things will happen. Or you feel I'm special. Because the need to feel special is there in every human being. Manasikam. It's your mental projection, is this. But Swamiji, many great bhaktas also have said, okay, I will compromise. I'll say, Ishvara's mind projected that. That's good. Ishvara's mind has projected the whole functional universe. What about that? You're ignoring that and looking for a subjective person. Because look at it. Does everyone see the Lord? Only the bhakta sees. I have taken a lot of people to Kedarnath. Okay? Because when I was in Rishikesh, every May and September, some groups would come. Were you there in the group with Shitapada and the what? And we went to? No. Okay. Madri Kedar. Because I know the mountains. I stayed there, I know the mountain. So I would help people. Now, if you want to go, contact Kavita, okay? She's done more treks than I have done. So I would take. And Kedarnath is a tough walk. Walk, not trek. It's a tough walk. So people struggle. And this young girl was struggling. I said, come on, Shiva is waiting for you. Come. And when I said that, I can see Shiva right there. I said, Shiva is waiting in Kedarnath. Babaji is waiting. Shiva is waiting. You feel blessed, no? Come. That much will work. She went there and collapsed. That's a different thing. Yeah. Then this priest friend of mine, last 3 weeks back, he went. No, 3 weeks back, sorry. September and October, 3 months back. He went. So you see, I was not a great Shiva Bhakta. For me, it's Ayyappa and Devi. Mallu, what else do you expect? But he says, I was struggling to walk. I mean, I'm healthy. I thought I was healthy, but I was struggling to walk. And then others went ahead. 2-3 people of us are struggling to walk. And suddenly we had this vision. And 2-3 people of us all saw it. I said, look there. And they all looked, they saw it. So they all fell flat on the ground because bhaktas. And because I showed it to them, they fell flat at my feet also. I said, I'm asking them, why are they for? So I told them, Tirumeni, how true is that? He knows. He's a tantric. He knows what is true and not true. Yeah. I told you, when he invokes, you can see the energy shift happening. It has got a vyavaharikam about it. Maximum, it will be vyavaharik. In 99% of the cases, it is manasa ikshanam, mental projection. Therefore, he says, but Swamiji, what about Meera seeing Krishna everywhere? Let me take up popular figures. As a 16-year-old kid, Rana came to marry her. She saw Krishna there in the form of Rana. Great. Then she should have been very happy with him, na? Krishna in the form of Rana has come to me, Rana the king. Then I should be very happy because I'm married to my beloved Krishna. Why did she have to get out of the house? She was unhappy. Bachu Baba, 16-year-old kid. I will put her and say, Baba, this is a projection. It's not true. Bachu, 16-year-old kid. Meera, I will treat her as my granddaughter. Yaar, come on. The Meera that came after meeting Narasimha Mehta, and who was her guru? I keep forgetting that name. I don't know why. Meera's guru? Huh? Ravidas. Right? Ravidas, no? Ravidas. After that, the whole thing changes. To that Meera, my namaskaras. Aankh mein chawli chodo ab tu man ke baasi re. All this hide and seek, you forget it. You are in my heart as I consciousness you exist. Entirely different picture. 16-year-old, Betty. I don't know. Adult Meera, namaskar. Are you seeing the difference? Manasi ikshanam. Ramana's words. Then he says, Na drishtuhu anya paramohitasya. The Lord cannot be different from the drishta. The one who sees the Lord and the Lord has to be one and the same. Therefore, he says, Viksha swamuli praviliya piyanishtaha. Therefore, what is vision of the Lord? Your mind resolving into the consciousness on this knowledge. Akhandakara vritti, when the mind resolves in that knowledge of the self, that is the real vision of the Lord. Everything else, manasa ikshanam. Everything else is manasa ikshanam. Yeah. Everything else is that. Tough words, no? Why? You need to drop a lot of your subjectivity to know the truth. Bhakti is supposed to be your emotional response to your understanding of Ishvara. So the emotional response is guided by your understanding. If your understanding is vague and divisive, your emotional response will also be the same. If your understanding of Ishvara is harsh, judgmental, etc., your bhakti will be the same. Harsh, judgmental to everyone else. If your understanding of the Lord is compassionate, your response will be compassionate. Finally, minimum, it has to be Ishvara as a whole cosmic order. everything is divine, everything is sacred. Minimum this much you need to have. I'm saying minimum, okay. Why? Because the students of Vedanta, you're not Pamaraha, you're not the people of the street. The students of Vedanta, minimum this much. Then Karma Yoga, etc. has a meaning. Then the responsibility like that, Ishwararpanam Prasada Buddhi. Everything is divine. What is not divine? What is not divine? Yeah. And this has gone into our psyche that everything is sacred, everything is divine. Somebody gave me a 3-month gym membership some years back as a gift. I said, let me see what's happening in the gym. See, I'm always curious about what happens in life. So I wear a saffron trek pant and a saffron t-shirt and went. Some of the trainers thought that was very cool. What is happening in this? See, I'm into physical fitness. So I went. And I was doing my workout there based on martial art principles, not on gym principles. So the 40 pounds in each hand, 20 reps, 25 reps. Sir, drop the number of repetition, more weight. Why? I don't want to be a coolie in the railway station. Each hand I'm picking 40 pounds. What more do you expect me to do? And 25 reps. Why? I need muscle endurance for martial arts. I don't need bulk. Right? Anyway, that apart. Then somebody had kept the weight in a wrong position. It rolled. It was going to go and hit somebody else. So the trainer stopped it with his feet. He's a Muslim guy. He stopped it with his feet, then picked it up, kept it in the rack, and is touching it. I said, क्या हो गया तेरे को? भगवान है ना, धंधा है मेरा ये. The sacredness has gone into a Muslim mind. I said, Mullah ko bolu kya? I know all of the Mullah ko, there is respect for me because of what I could do in the gym in spite of my grey hair. That time it was not full white like this, it was grey. Mullah ko, kya mazak karta hai? It has gone into your psyche, but that is mechanical. Now with understanding. Ishvara has a cosmic order, therefore everything is divine. I don't need a special vision to make me feel divine. Everything is sacred. The ground I walk on is sacred. The people I relate to are sacred. The people I fight with are sacred. Everything is sacred. Yeah. My beloved is sacred, my enemy is sacred. Yeah. And finally, there is only one consciousness. There is no I and you to say sacredness also. There's only one consciousness. Only then Ishvara Darshanam is complete. Otherwise, Ishvara Darshanam leaves you out of the picture. It's a very finite Ishvara Darshanam. That's why I said minimum cosmic order, because it's inclusive of you. Ishvara Darshanam Atma Rupataha. The Swamini was looking for a topic for her doctorate. So I told her, do this. Ishvara Darshanam Atma Rupataha. It's a very good thesis. Excellent one. Because that's how it is. Anya Darshanam Manasa Ikshanam. Any other darshanam is a mental projection. Tough words from Ramana. Necessary to drop subjectivity. Then why temples, etc.? That's to boost up. That is to boost up your understanding and bhakti, because we don't always feel it. So to boost up that feeling. Remember that arranged marriage? Yeah. So to boost up, you need all these things. So if you're using one vision you got to boost up, okay,